Hello and welcome. Live from Channels Television's global headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria. You're watching Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iriwe, and today our focus will be on the south of the region. But before we get into that, let's have a snippet of our top stories making the rounds at the moment. Nurses under the umbrella of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives have embarked on a nationwide 7-day warning strike over welfare issues. This follows the association's meeting with the Minister of Labour and Employment, Mohammed Maigari Dingyadi, which ended in a deadlock yesterday, according to a source from within the union. Some of the demands of the nurses include the upward review of shift allowance, uniform allowance adjustment, a separate salary structure for nurses, increased core duty allowance, mass employment of nurses, and the establishment of a nursing department in the Federal Ministry of Health, among others. Meanwhile, the Minister of Labour, through his press statement by the Ministry Head of Press and Public Relations, Patience Onuobia, has implored the striking nurses and midwives to step back from their action, as strike is not the best solution to industrial disputes. She urged the association to embrace dialogue while the government continues to work on addressing their concerns. The meeting is expected to reconvene on Friday at the Ministry of Health as the government works out a resolution to the dispute. A follow-up on that story, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Mohammed Maigari Dingyadi, has appealed to Nigerian nurses and midwives not to go on strike. He said a strike is not the best way to solve disputes and urged them to embrace dialogue with the government. The minister met with the leadership of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives to discuss their demands, as he promised that the government is working on their concerns and called for more patience. The discussions will continue today, Friday, at the Ministry of Health as both sides seek a peaceful resolution to avoid disruption in the health sector. We start off in Delta State, where the police have uncovered an illegal blood bank operated by fake lab scientists with the name Elijah Moses. The illegal facility targeted vulnerable individuals who sold their blood for money. The police PRO, Bright Edafe, confirmed the arrest and recovery of several pints of blood.
Or you prefer I talk on the program? This is the place where he runs his illegal blood bank. And you can see how dirty the premises is. It's clearly unregistered and extracting this blood and other items. So we'll be going to the factory now and see what they have Suspect, who is a medical lab scientist, like we have been made to understand, operates an illegal blood bank. We call it illegal because even though he claimed that he's licensed to do this, it is unregistered and there is no state or federal government monitoring mechanism in place, or even the state and federal government are not even aware that he's running this place. What it does is that suspects or vulnerable persons who are looking for money, like the three of them that we're also going to interview, said when they are short of funds, when they are looking for money to eat or buy drugs, they go there, and for each pint they are paid the sum of 5,500 naira. We have some suspects who say they have gone there about 4 to 5 times. Some others have gone there for about 2 to 3 times, where it takes their blood for this particular amount and in turn sells them to some hospitals and even private individuals.
Now in River State, the sole administrator, Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, is calling for the development projects that meet the real needs of local communities. Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas stated this when he met with the Executive Secretary of the Border Communities Development Agency, Judge Kelly Alabo.
and other state officers here present.
I believe this country is so well endowed and rich to be able to bring even development to everybody. We have so many government agencies, development agencies, we have international donor agencies that are all trying to support the development of the nation. But one thing is lacking. We've not been able to coordinate our activities to provide assistance and development based on the needs of the people. And sometimes we come from wherever our headquarters are and bring support, assistance, and projects that are not required by the people. And so the people for whom this support is going to do not see the need for it. And so
Mr. Alabo revealed that 69 development projects will be executed across Rivers State this year, covering water, health, education, and power for hard-to-reach communities.
Let me seize this opportunity to thank Mr. President for graciously funding the BCDA the way it has never been funded before. The fund BCDA has for infrastructure projects is like 10 times what it has gotten before in the previous years. BCDA is an agency of government set up by the BCDA Act of 2010, to ameliorate the plights of the border community dwellers. We have over 26 million indigents of border communities in Nigeria spread across 21 states of the Federation and 105 local government areas of the Federation. Some people misconstrue the Border Communities Development Agency to deal with issues of internal borders. No, we deal with issues that have to do with the external border communities, at the fringes of the country, at the fringes of the Nigerian map. And so it cuts across 21 states. Why border communities? They are the first line of defense.
Meanwhile, in Ogoni land, 2 international NGOs have praised HyPrep for visible progress in the Ogoni cleanup. Friends of the Earth International and Center LSD commended the project for achieving 93% completion in mangrove restoration. During a tour led by HyPrep coordinator Professor Nenebari Zabe, the groups planted mangrove seedlings to mark World Mangrove Day. Our correspondent Deborah Agbalama reports.
The Hydrocarbon Pollution Remediation Project, HyPrep, has taken civil society groups on a field tour of ongoing cleanup projects in Ogoni land. Led by project coordinator Professor Nenebari Nizabe, the visit covers portable water points, livelihood programs, and the Center of Excellence for Environmental Restoration. The groups, including Friends of the Earth International and Center LSD, commend the progress, describing the interventions as having real impact in local communities.
The oil companies have destroyed the environment, and there is a need for restoration of the environment. My commendation goes to HyPrep coordinator and the management team. Our expectation is that this momentum that has been gathered for the past 2 years should be sustained, because the UNEP report indicated that it will take about 30 years to clean up the Ogoni land.
Mangrove restoration.
Action! At Bomu Waterfront, a major mangrove restoration site, visitors joined a symbolic tree planting to mark World Mangrove Day.
We got the smell and we feel how bad this for the local communities. And also we understand this, how the water pollution is there, and the river is a living system. So we cannot kill these living systems by putting oil into the water. And I'm glad to see that this cleanup is happening in this area. And also the bioremediation is one of the measures they have taken. And we are happy that the mangrove plants are coming up.
HyPrep reports a 93% completion of its Phase 1 mangrove restoration targets, with plans to create over 2,000 jobs for Ogoni youths.
We get the best technologies on the international market and apply it to solve the problem. But at the same time, we are also generating data in novel areas so that at the end of this project, or as this project is progressing, we will not just report remediation, restoration successes, but also to contribute to the body of knowledge. And that is exactly what we are doing. This center will serve as a knowledge repository, data repository. So we are doing exactly that.
A special prolific wildling award was presented to a mother mangrove tree that has produced over 15,000 seedlings for future restoration efforts. The tour concluded with a visit to completed water projects and the Center of Excellence for Environmental Restoration. Deborah Abalama, Channels Television News.
Residents of Odudem Akai Effa community area are calling for an urgent intervention from all relevant stakeholders as they have been living in constant fear following massive gully erosions. Speaking during an interview, they explained that they might be consumed by the gully anytime if nothing is done fast as the rains continues to intensify.
As the rains continue, fear grows in Akai Effa's Ododem community. A rapidly expanding gully now threatens homes, roads, and farms. Residents say buildings have started to collapse, while others hang dangerously close to the edge. They now live in fear each time it rains.
All our buildings here are endangered. Any moment from now, our fear is that it can creep in, cut off every place, and carry the building away. And if care is not taken with human beings.
The ravine has become a company that people will get up early in the morning, they start evacuating all the sand that is inside the ravine that's supposed to at least hold the sides of the gutter to be strong. They are removing everything. So with that, the gutter is just empty.
Footpaths are gone, farmlands are lost, and the road is nearly impassable. For many, the rainy season has become a season of anxiety.
When Imoke was doing this road, so there have been no gutter right from them. So water now flood the place and condemn the place, so I had to break the place.
About 15 houses that have been damaged around this area. Right now, as I speak, others are still going down.
Despite repeated letters to the government, the community says there has been no major intervention.
I have observed the ravine is increasing in size, and on several occasions they have told us that a new map is coming to our rescue, but up to this moment, no help, nothing has been done to the ravine, and the ravine is widening.
The Cross River State government has acknowledged the erosion threat and says plans are underway to address the issue.
We are very much aware of those challenges. We are also on ground and making our own assessments and taking stock of those locations across the state.
As the erosion worsens, residents say they expect the government to act quickly for them. The difference between survival and tragedy lies in urgent response.
You're watching Newsroom series live on Channels Television. Still ahead, we'll bring you more stories from the southern region. Stay with us. Welcome back. Edo State judges and legal practitioners have declared full support for Governor Monday Okpebholo's ongoing fight against cultism and kidnapping. The endorsements came during a meeting at the government house in Benin City, where Governor Okpebholo met with the Chief Judge of Edo State, Justice Daniel Okungbowa, and top legal professionals.
The other issue is in relation to the short staff
shortage of staff in the judiciary. Before I came to the judiciary, there was already a shortage, and since I came, not less than 300 staff have either retired, resigned, jackpot, or died. So they need to replace them. So we have also written, I don't know if that letter has got into the SNC, but we have written for permission to employ. And we have also noted in the letter that a lot of it has been captured in this year's appropriation. So not any disadvantage to the executive.
Governor Okpobolo emphasized the need for stronger collaboration between the executive and judiciary to tackle insecurity.
There's a fight against cultism, and I'm taking it very, very seriously, and I need your cooperation. Reasons for this is that we need to keep Edo safe. If I may open my phone to show you people in their home, somebody just walking and shot him on his head. And to me, this will not be a very good testimony to Edo State. It's a setback in terms of economic development. And I feel that we need to keep this state very safe. I believe under my watch, I should be able to bring it down to its barest minimum so that we can feel safe. Our children in diaspora can come home. Those that want to invest can invest. It's one of the major reasons why I said it will also be nice for us to sit down and discuss this together.
Still in Edo State, the Commissioner for Education, Dr. Padi Yamo, has honored Omigio Soegbo Cecil, the highest JAMB scorer in Edo State, with a score of 372. During a special reception, the Commissioner presented Cecil with a 500,000 naira check, praising his academic excellence and urging him to keep striving for success. He described Cecil as a role model for Edo students and announced his appointment as an ambassador for the Ministry of Education. Dr. Eyamo reaffirmed the commitment of Governor Monday Okpobolo's administration to improving education and supporting young achievers. Now, still talking about education within Edo State, we're being joined by the State's Commissioner for Education, Dr. Emmanuel Padi Iyamo. He joins us from Benin City, the Edo State's capital. Welcome and thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, sir. Now, what steps is the Edo State's government taking to stop cultism and violence in schools?
Okay. As we all know, His Excellency the Governor has zero tolerance for cultism, and we have put quite a number of measures in place to avert and avoid cultism in our schools. One of which is the stiff penalty for cultism. As you know, the Governor through the House of Assembly passed a law for a 21-year jail term for anyone caught in the court activities. In the school as well, we have also synergized with the Nigerian police to see how we can curb this menace. And anyone found culpable will be handed over to the authorities for that discipline. We're also having a section with the Parents' Council, where we educate parents on the need to groom their children in the right and the proper way so that they can become better individuals in the society. The governor also, we are looking at also introducing the scripture union across our schools. In those days, we have days dedicated to Bible reading and Bible learning. So we want to bring back law and order in our schools. Some weeks ago also, you must have read about the governor handing over some of the schools to the missions. All these to make sure that we bring back discipline across our schools.
The state is training teachers, by how explain how the state is training teachers, the processes to improve the quality of education in the state.
Okay, the governor also has made it clear to everybody that the quality of our teachers determines the quality of our students. So as such, we are taking the training very seriously. We do quarterly training and even in-house training across our schools. Yesterday, we just flagged up the training between the Edo State government and Seplat Energy. So we are deeply involved in public-private partnership to improve the overall welfare across our schools. So the teachers, even we are in synergy with UBEC, implementing all the training needs across our schools. The state governor is also committed and investing heavily in the training of our teachers, because you can't give what you don't have. So we know when we improve on the learning and the knowledge base of our teachers, they'll be able to do better for our schools.
Okay, Honorable Commissioner, before the governor came on board, he made statements of plans to employ more teachers. Can you give Nigerians an update on that plan and how far he has come up with it?
Oh, beautiful. We made that pronouncement, and as we speak, we have employed the first tranche of 500 teachers. You know, he's a man that believes so much in practical governance. So we have employed the first tranche of 500 teachers. As we speak, I just left a section where we are employing teachers in the technical colleges across the 3 senatorial zones. The first 100 are going to be engaged, and they will resume by next week, all in a bid to strengthen our schools, both technical and basic, and even the tertiary institutions. So he said it, and we are already doing it.
Okay. Now, in regards to refurbishing schools, what plans is this government putting on ground to fix more school buildings, especially in local communities?
Wow. For that, we across the 3 territorial zones again, because it's an all-inclusive developmental stride. Across the 3 territorial zones, we are constructing schools. I believe maybe it's, in time past, you must have seen some videos circulating online where the governor went himself to carry out the inspection. And there have been a huge sigh of relief as students no longer sit on the floor. They now have good seats, no more leaking roof. It's raining season. Before now, they have a situation whereby when they are learning and it rains, they run out to take shelter under the tree or the likes. But right now, months in office, we have done over 50 schools.
Okay. Now,
and the list.
Continue, sir.
Yeah, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on.
Okay.
We are committed. Governor is committed, and he has given a clear-cut instruction that every child in Edo State must have access to basic education in quality buildings from quality teachers.
Now, I want to take you on that last part of your statement about every Edo student having quality education. What's the state government doing to support students from poor families to stay in school and to do well also?
Okay, the governor has done quite a lot. The latest of some of the actions he has taken is the bursary. The governor launched a 1 billion annual bursary for all those students. If you talk, that's for the tertiary. If you talk about the basic level, at the basic level, the governor also launched the Edu Rescue initiative, where we go into the streets. Those that are hawking, those that are out of school when they're supposed to be in school, are being brought together and placed in the right school so that they can learn and become future leaders of tomorrow. He is committed to it. He has drawn out the plan and programs, and we are working closely to make sure that we go in line of his vision. And the outcome is quite encouraging, and we're impressed with it.
Okay, thank you very much. We're being joined on the program by the Commissioner for Education, Dr. Emmanuel Padi Yamo from Edo State. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And that's where we drop the encore on this edition of Newsroom Series. I'm Dominic Iriwu. Enjoy the rest of your day and the week ahead.